Hey everyone, welcome back to Lost Creek. My name is Scott. Today we're going to take a little bit of a different approach to our videos. This is a very quick tutorial video versus our long multiple episode project videos. Today we're going to be working on my truck, okay? And this is a truck I use all the time, hauling stuff to the dump. It's my plow truck. It's my workhorse, okay? And this is a 1996 Ford F350 with the 7.3 liter turbo diesel in it, okay? Now, there were many there were many years of this truck that had the same 7.3 motor in it. I'm not gonna go into all that because quite truthfully, I don't know. I don't know which Fords had the same. I know the 96 and the 97 had the original 7.3 liter diesel, built by International. It's the Power Stroke. So as far as I know, this is those two trucks, right? 96, 97. On this truck, one of the things that I've had problems with, because this truck has been problem-free the entire time I've had it, and I've had it for many years. One of the things that has gone wrong twice now is the cam position sensor, okay? There's only one of them in the truck, and when it goes bad, the truck will literally cut out as you're driving it, right? So what'll first happen is you'll be driving, and it'll just shut the motor off. And then as you're kind of coasting, it'll fire back up, right? And it'll do that. That's a symptom. And then it'll start to die on you, right? So as you're under acceleration, in town, whatever, it'll die. And it'll shut right off and you have to pull off the side of the road. You have to wait a few minutes, kind of let everything sit, and then it fires right back up again. Okay, that only lasts a very short amount of time. Once it stops doing that, the truck is dead, right? So the first time this happened to me, I didn't know what it was, and the truck finally died in a very inconvenient spot. So to this time when it was doing it, I said, I know what that is, and went out and immediately bought the sensor. Was $35 or something like that. I'll show it to you. Any any auto parts store will have these usually, and if they don't have them, it takes them a day to get them. Pretty easy. You can go online and buy them. As far as I know, they go periodically. Again, this is the second time that I've replaced it, and I probably only put about 40,000 miles on the truck since I replaced the last one. So this is a very quick tutorial video. I'm going to show you how to do it. It literally will take you about 10 to 15 minutes. I'm going to show you where it is and how to swap it out. So stay tuned. All right. The first thing that everybody kind of misses when they're doing their explanation on how to do this fix is where the heck is the cam position sensor? Okay, so I'm going to be real detailed about this. It's not hard to find, okay? So if you're looking at your truck, here's my 1996 OBS Ford F350, right? OBS stands for original body style, right? It is a thing. So you want to look at the passenger side of the truck, okay? You cannot get to this from the top of the engine. It's not visible. So now I'm going to crawl underneath the truck on the passenger side. I'm going to crawl up underneath and I'm going to show you where it is. All right, and as you're flat on your back with your feet sticking out the front of the truck, looking up at the passenger side of the engine, right, you'll see some familiar things here, right? This is your harmonic balancer. There's your SERP belt, right? So obviously this is the front of the truck, right? This is the radiator, right? There's the fan up in there, right? You see all that stuff. This right here, with that wire sticking out of it, that is your cam position sensor, okay? It doesn't get more simple than that. It's right there. It's in a really horrible spot to get to, and you got to kind of be contortionist to get up in there, but it's one bolt. It's a 1/2-inch bolt on the 96 F350, right? Because they're still using SAE bolts. That's a 1/2-inch bolt. Take that off. So the first thing you do is you're going to unplug this wire, right? Get that out of your way because it keeps wanting to fall in your way. You got one bolt and you can pop it right out. So give that a try and we'll see you back here in a minute. Okay, I just got it out. There was a slight amount of cussing I switched tools about 6 times because for some reason I just couldn't break the bolt free. And I remember that from the last time I did it, that the bolt was just, it fought me, right? So I was able to just get a wrench under there and give it a quick quarter turn. And then I just loosened it up a little bit with the ratcheting wrench. And then I was able to back it out by hand. It's only about that long. Every piece of dirt and every piece of grease that was under my truck fell directly into my eye. So look forward to that. Maybe wear eye protection. I did not. Therefore, I got dirt in my eye. Okay, so I got it out. I'm going to show you what it looks like. And we'll go ahead and put it back together. There is the old cam position sensor, and there is the new one. One's black, one's gray. I don't know. Seem just like exactly the same to me. So if you notice here, obviously this is the sensor part. There's a rubber O-ring right there, which I will be applying grease to the new one just to make sure it pops in there nice and easy. There is the plug, and that's it. And then, like I said, there's one little hole there for one stupid little 1/2-inch bolt, and that's it. Okay, so not real complicated, not real. You can't put it in wrong. Okay, it's only going to go in one way. The bolt's only going to fit in one way. Just make sure the bolt's tight, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, not real complicated. Again, the hardest part of figuring out this job is to just figure out where the damn cam position sensor is. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to throw that one out. Actually, I'm going to set it aside just in case that one doesn't work. And then I'm going to put that one in, and then we'll fire the truck up and take it for a test drive. Let's see what happens. All right, we're back under the truck again. I still did not put on my safety glasses, so I still got a ton of junk in my eyes. But you can see here, this is the new part. Again, one bolt, a 1/2-inch bolt, very, very simple. It can only go in one way. I did lube up that O-ring a little bit to make sure that it went in pretty easy. Once I'm done tightening the bolt on this, I'm just going to snug it down real, real good. And once I do that, I'm going to plug the harness back in. Don't forget to do that, otherwise it won't start. And once I do that, I'm going to be done. Okay, it worked. It started. You saw it. So really, if that wasn't working correctly, it really wouldn't have started. So got that all done. It was a little bit of a tight spot to get your hands in there, and I used a headlamp to make sure I could see. I recommend safety goggles so you don't get any debris in your eyes. Otherwise, it's just annoying. So I may actually go and buy another one of these since this is the second time this has happened to me. I may go buy one of these and stick it in my glove box in case I get stranded somewhere with this same issue. I could easily see doing this on the side of the road. It really wasn't, again, all that complex, and all you need is one wrench. So hope you guys found this informative. Stay tuned for more good content on Lost Creek, and we'll see you soon.